Grand Rising Kings and Queens, E-Ray Taronic here, Master Weaver of Mystery Suspense Thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, to take advantage of its blessings or advantage of its opportunities and assistance, and even look forward to its blessings. Now, this is a weekly collective update. It ranges from March the 28th through April the 3rd. Throughout the week, if you want to find this video again, you can always find it at eraybooks.com. My newsletter link is always available there, or on my YouTube channel, Enchantress Press Astrology. If you stop by, please do not hesitate to subscribe to the channel. Now, the dates and degrees are noted in the newsletter, so those of you who know your placements and they know that they're within 3 degrees of the degree that I mentioned, then you will feel the energies heavier than anyone else. Knowing your chart is essential, guys. If you'd, like a reading or for me to do a chart for you, just give me a shout out. I'm available and my prices are in the monthly newsletter, which, by the way, is available. I implore you to check it out. Not only for your monthly astrology, but also our author spotlight of the month. Who happens to be boss mogul, creative, visionary, Entice. Frisian Script Services, as well as C-Suite Literary Studio, are accepting submissions. Speaking of which, I'll have the ads posted on my timeline today so that you can get more information as to these wonderful opportunities and assistance, okay? Now, my kings and queens, this week is packed with great literary conversations, especially for those privileged enough to be on Clubhouse. Now, on Monday the 29th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, LaShera Lee at the Cool Conversations Club will be chatting it up with romance author Kima, where they'll be venturing into her sultry catalog. On Tuesday, March the 30th at 7 p.m., Diane Rambert and Tushonda Whitaker will be unmasking Tushonda's literary genius. And then on Wednesday, the 31st, Diane is chopping it up with author C.J. Hudson, and it's all going down at 7 p.m. on Clubhouse. All right, kings and queens, without any further ado, let's get into it. First, we're going to talk about the full moon in Libra at 8 degrees and how it could affect your zodiac sign for the next 2-week energy moon cycle. Late into the night on April the 3rd, Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, will go over into Aries at 0 degree, which means Mercury, Venus, Lilith, Ceres, Chiron, and the sun will be creating a stellium in Aries. And although communication gets direct with the sun in that position, being just and clever earns you more than a few brownie points. Many of us will have talks about love and finances, communication that heals things and creates win-win situations. If you've misspoke or said things out of anger, now's the time to start mending fences, kings and queens, okay? That's just the tip of the iceberg of what this week is serving up for us. Now, let me get into it. This is the Libra, so I believe this video starts Libra because I ended with Virgo in the last video. So let me get to where I need to be so we can start this off. Now, Libra. Libra, sun, moon, or rising. On March the 28th, today, the full moon is in Libra, your sign at 8 degrees. Be fair and just in dealings and try not to mask or temper sadness with involving yourself in risky romantic affairs, okay? Compassion is needed, yet you are warned against putting your faith in those untrustworthy during this 2-week moon cycle. It's likely you'll be let down. Okay, there could be some endings, some union ending during this 2-week moon cycle. What is your intuition telling you? For you, this is about first impressions, self, attitude, image, who you are, how you're seen. First, let's see what could be mucking up that area during this moon cycle. It looks like career as well as home and family could be the culprit. So you could have family members talking about you or disagreeing with you, not agreeing with the way you do things, or just not agreeing with you, your attitude, your image, who you are. People in career as well could be feeling like that towards you, okay? It could also be your image within a home-based business that's being questioned, okay? But you have to do what's right for you while holding on to your integrity, okay? That's all you can do. There's no need to explain your choices to others. Now, during this 2-week moon cycle, areas where you'll see favor are romance, creativity, children, as well as long distance travel, education, skills, the way you think, the things you preach. You know, your creative works are very well received by someone at a distance from you. Your lover is entranced by your words. Your children admire you. And so you should be able to smooth things over, especially if it was a lover that you were having a disagreement with, as far as the snags in home and family, okay? And your children admire you and what you have to say, regardless. So there you go. Now, favor is definitely coming in at a distance from you, okay? This could be over the internet, or someone watching you. As for the opportunities, you can look to friends and high hopes, as well as communication, siblings, short distance travel, and even your networks of people. Friends and connections within your networks want to help you or even work with you. These opportunities will be communicated to you, but be discerning, because there'll be more than one option, okay? And some aren't good. Some are good, some aren't good. Opportunities to sharpen your image are here, okay? Is here. Are here. Opportunities are here. Now, on April the 3rd, Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, enters Aries at 0 degree. Although this speaks as to one being able to use their skills and communication, even one's social position, to gain success, you must be discerning of being swindled out of money or love, okay? If you're involved in a current lawsuit or legal matter, communication can come in. Also, gambling is not favored, okay? So be mindful of that when you're putting your assets on the line. Now, first, I want to look at that too, because now first, where was I at? Let me find my place. Let's look at communication. Communication, or the usage of your skills, can heal a relationship, okay? So you speaking your truth, you doing what you have to do, you would be the one to heal relationships, okay? It looks like for you, it will be in romance, creativity, and even with children, okay? So within creative projects, you might be fixing things, okay? Even if you're not communicating it to fix it, you are the one reaching out, okay? If you're not the one reaching out, you're the one changing whatever it is you have to change creatively to heal a project or something like that, okay? You're the one putting yourself forward to heal relationships with children or in romantic relationships. Now, long distance travel, education, your skills, the things you preach, you know, how you are, those are all aspected here. You know, your philosophy, that's all aspected here. That's another area that you're healing relationships from afar, okay? And this might be you stepping outside of fear as well. Now, the opportunity to communicate with a child or lover is here, and to heal rifts. Using your creative skills can strengthen the bondage between you and a coworker. You have the ability this go round to receive assistance by utilizing your creative talents. So make sure you speak up, Libra. Those are at a distance from you, the people. So you want to get your message out there further. Okay. Now, favor from healing attained by speaking up in relationships surfaces in the areas of communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, and among friends. Okay, so again, I'll say this. Favor from healing that you've attained by speaking up in relationships is going to surface in communication. Okay, it's going to surface with your siblings. It could surface with your siblings. Some people don't have siblings. It could surface during short distance travel. You could be on the phone while you're riding and you've already healed this rift in this relationship, and then you get favor or you get a blessing coming in from that very person that you healed the rift with, or that you healed a creative relationship with. Okay. This could also involve your networks of people. Now, those around you like what you have to say, as well as the skills that you bring to the table. This pushes you toward achieving a goal, Libra. Communicate with those within your networks of people. A short trip to showcase your skills could even bring you favor. If you are not traveling, this could be over the internet. Now, as far as the friction to healing, or where you may need to update your skills, it'll show up in the areas of career as well as home and family as it pertains to your relationships. This could point to a home-based business as well. Not everyone will understand you or your motives. However, being the reasonable one in the bunch and approaching things with compassion, honesty, it'll balance things out. Okay, you know how to do this. That's what you're all about. Okay. This also means that you need to balance your time between home and family as well as career. Mending relationships requires time and effort on your part, Libra. Now, moving along to Scorpio, 1051. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. On March the 28th, the full moon is in Libra at 8 degrees. Be fair and just in dealings, and try not to mask or temper sadness with involving yourself in risky romantic affairs. Compassion is needed, yet you're warned against putting your faith in those untrustworthy during this 2-week moon cycle. It's likely you'll be let down, Scorpio. Okay, there could be some unions ending during this 2-week moon cycle. What is your intuition telling you? First, let's see what's upsetting your area of secret sacrifice, solitude, and closure. It looks like your sectors of long distance travel, education and skills, the way you think and the things you preach, as well as communication, siblings, your networks of people, short distance travel, they are all the culprit. Okay, so let's break this down. You try in the area of long distance travel, education, skills, the things you preach. So you should be able to get your skills, you should be able to do your thing in that area will be fine. You can get your skills up to date. You can smooth things over with your charm. You're good there. Okay, just expect something to pop up and you have to take care of it. The area of communication, siblings, your networks of people, as well as short distance travel is transforming though. Okay, so you might need to buy a new car. People, and this has been aspecting you for a minute now, this travel. People in your area, your networks may not be responding to the transformation well. Okay, how you're going about your transformation. They just, they're not going to respond to it well this week. Okay. During this 2-week moon cycle. Okay, give them some time, but don't deal with anybody else's drama. Someone in career could be gossiping about you, which means you're doing great, Scorpio. Keep shining, okay? If a sibling is causing you trouble, ask yourself, is it worth the hassle? Okay? The favor you'll see is in closure, secret, sacrifice, solitude, or the closure you'll see in secret, sacrifice, solitude is aspecting from home and family, as well as shared finances, your passions, endings, and new beginnings. So money is going to come in shared finances. It could come in during this 2-week energy moon cycle. Secret projects could see favor during this 2-week energy moon cycle, which will affect your shared finances. Closure brings the goodness in a relationship. And this is, if this is a home-based business, things look good within your home-based business because you're really putting yourself out there and pushing at this time, okay? The opportunities for closure or to take advantage of hush-hush projects can surface. However, a sacrifice could have to be made to make this money and career, okay? And this will be assistance too, not only opportunities, assistance for in gaining closure, assistance in people, having hush-hush projects coming your way, people assisting you with that, or where you want to go with it. Now, however, like I said, a sacrifice could have to be made to make this money or this transition in career, or take this opportunity in career. So be sure you're getting paid your worth and that the opportunity is best suited for you, okay? It may only cater to your lower vibrations. You want to look for a win-win situation, okay? Now on April the 3rd, Mercury will transition over into Aries. This is the planet of communication and skills. And although this position speaks as to one being able to use their skills and communication and even their social position to gain success, you must be discerning of being swindled out of money or love. Okay? If you're involved in a current lawsuit or legal matter, communication can come in now. Also, gambling is not favored, so be mindful when putting your assets on the line. Snags in communication, misunderstandings, arguments could all surface in your sectors of long distance travel, people from afar, education and skills, about what you preach, the things you say, the things you do, who you are. You know, these could be people at a distance from you. You just might not mesh with people. Also a sibling, short distance travel, your networks of people, even people around you. Okay? For you, Aries is about work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Okay, so this is going to be people at work, snags in communication, misunderstandings. Okay, your health, maybe even work is will get hard on you. Communication at work could get stressful for you. You can't let that bother you. You can't let that get to you. And then if you're going through all of that, and even your daily routines and where you are of service to others is also aspected for snags in communication with your health, you have to ask yourself at this point, is that position that you're in good for you? You know, I'm reading this, and it's I'm a Scorpio myself, so you know, you have to really look at all of your situations and say, are they really worth it? And how can I navigate out of this into a healthier situation? Okay. Try not to argue when traveling though. Now, during your daily routines or during your daily routines at work, don't argue with people, okay? You may say something to upset a coworker, someone on the internet, a neighbor or whatever. You know, it just happens, you know. Just make sure that you're coming in as a compromising voice as well as ear, and compassionate ear, I'm sorry. You'll also get some challenging news coming your way you could get challenging news coming your way as to health. That's why I said something about stress, letting other people put weight on your shoulders or stress you out. You know, don't delve off into that, okay? Your skills may need updating as well. Don't be afraid to update your skills. Whatever project you've been thinking about. If you've been thinking about taking that class, that internet course, buying that book so you can read up on it, update your skills, okay? As you go higher, you need to do that. That's automatic. It's advised to watch your mouth this month. When communication is in Aries, everybody anyway should be kind of watching their mouth, okay? But you especially. Now, personal income, resources, and career looks good. This is a trine. There's a trine. And I say you have to watch your mouth more, Scorpio, because when Scorpio says something, it can really sting you. Okay, so just, you know, your words hold a lot of power, you know, so you got to watch how you talk to people, you know. Anyway, personal income and resources looks good in career, okay? Either way. There is a trine to that area. You can make money being of service to others. Also, you have opportunities to create shared finances by doing something you're passionate about. Allow endings that need to happen, okay? So that you can accept the opportunities and generate cash for the things that are coming for you. You have assistance and opportunities to gain support within home and family. You could be invited out or offered a lucrative opportunity by a family member, even through a home-based business, okay? That was a lot to take in, Scorpio. All right, let's move along to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. On March 28th, the full moon is in Libra at 8 degrees. Be fair and just in dealings and try not to mask or temper sadness with involving yourself in risky romantic affairs. Compassion is needed, yet you're warned against putting your faith in those untrustworthy during this 2-week energy moon cycle. It's likely you'll be let down, Saggy, okay? There could be some unions ending during this cycle, this 2-week moon cycle. What is your intuition telling you? This is your area of friends and high hopes. Things can be illuminated or come to a culmination during this 2-week moon cycle. But first, let's see where the friction may come in. Shared finances, things that you're passionate about, endings and new beginnings, as well as personal finances and resources. A project with a friend, possibly in career, can see snags, okay? Money could come in slow, or there may be tensions or a disagreement over resources, lost, granted, or to be had, okay? Endings bring about new beginnings. Try your best to be reasonable while at the same time doing what's best for your financial security and health. Areas where you'll see favor with friends and your goals will surface in the sectors of communication, within siblings, your networks of people, short distance travel, as well as your relationships. There is a trine to Mars, so energy you have been putting into relationships with those in your networks of people or even a sibling sees favor. Things are blossoming here, okay? You're at your highest aspirations. You and your highest aspirations are coming in and coming to fruition. So while you have some friends letting you down, you have others coming in to save the day where it counts for you. Opportunities or assistance brought through friends in correlation with your highest aspirations surfaces in the areas of education and skills. Long distance travel, the way you think, the things you preach. Friends are assisting you and you them because of the skills you harbor as well as how you think and what you preach. Okay? A friend at a distance from you could have just the skills you're looking for, to help push you toward that goal you've been trying to accomplish. Now, Sagittarius, on Saturday, April the 3rd, Mercury, the planet of skills and communication, is going to enter Aries at 0 degree. Although this speaks as to one being able to use their skills and communication, even one's social position to gain success, you must be discerning of being swindled out of your money or love. If you're involved in a current lawsuit or legal matter, communication can come in now. Also, gambling is not favored, so be mindful of that when putting your assets on the line. Okay. Now, this entire transit, you also want to be mindful of doing the same because the South Node is actually in your sign. So you want to make sure you're watching out for that. Okay. Or this might be in a person appealing to what they feel is your lower vibrations. Okay. Now, this entire transit is centered around communication and skills right here. The focus is on romance, your creative pursuits, as well as your children. This is an area where you'll see favor coming in. What you think and preach, as well as your education and skills, is a boon for you when the sun is in Aries because you trine Aries. This is your sister sign, so you'll feel better. Good conversations can be expected with those at a distance from you, so mesmerize them with your words, Sagittarius. Opportunities at a distance, opportunities and assistance, will be communicated your way from your networks of people, from those within your networks of people. Maybe a sibling or someone you see as a sibling could be helping out, even if it's just with the children. Maybe then you can take advantage of the romantic advances thrown your way. Some will come from those on the web or within your networks of people in your neighborhood, okay, within your community. Now, some friction in shared and personal finances will be communicated your way, some friction. You may not have the money to do all that you want to do right now. You could also be spending too much money on children or romance or creative pursuits, which takes away from the funding you need to do what it is that you're really passionate about. End or finish what needs to be completed so you can have the new beginning in shared finances or the new beginning in finances, period, that you're looking for. Okay? All right, Saggy. Capricorn. Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. On March 28th, the full moon is in Libra at 8 degrees. Be fair and just in dealings and try not to mask or temper sadness with involving yourself in risky romantic affairs. Compassion is needed, yet you're warned against putting your faith in those untrustworthy during this 2-week energy moon cycle. It's likely you'll be let down, okay? There could be some unions ending during this 2-week moon cycle. What's your intuition telling you? Because this is your area of career. Things are illuminated or come to a culmination during the full moon. Now, so what is causing the friction in your sector, your career sector? It looks like it's you and the relationships that you harbor. A Cancer, sun, moon, or rising person is aspected here. Be honest with yourself and act from a place of consciousness. What are the motives within the relationship? You want to ask yourself that. Now let's look at the favor that you have coming into that area, the area of career during this 2-week energy moon cycle. Personal finances, as well as work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others looks good. You are making money and new contacts through work during this 2-week moon cycle. Your daily routines are working for you, and even your health could be getting better. As far as the opportunities and assistance communicated your way in career during this 2-week moon cycle, you can look to the sectors of shared finances, things that you're passionate about, assistance with those, opportunities to work on those, endings, new beginnings in career. A fresh start in finances would be great, and you just might get it while doing something you're truly passionate about. This opportunity might be secret, or you may have heard it through the grapevine type of thing, okay, if you know what I mean. Sometimes gossip reveals things to your benefit. Now, as far as communication, at the end of the week on Saturday, April the 3rd, Mercury, the planet of skills and communication, is going to enter Aries at 0 degree. Although this speaks as to one being able to use communication and skills, even one's social position to gain success, you must be discerning of being swindled out of your money or your love. Hell, maybe even your position. If you're involved with a current lawsuit or legal matter, communication can come in now. If you've been, If you've been betting on something, communication could come in that you're going to have to work on it. Now, this is all taking place in your sector of home and family. Let's see where the blockages are, as well as the snags in communication. You and your challenges, and your challenges or obstacles within communication as it pertains to some of your relationships in home and family or a home-based business is a source of friction, okay? So you want to be calm and compromising to work through these arguments or issues, provided you're not sacrificing your ethics, you know. It looks like healing, you know, can be had here as well, you know, or is needed here, because Aries is, Chiron is here. Now, opportunities and assistance, are communicated your way in the area of home and family. Now you have the opportunity to heal this area by generating personal finances through work, health, and daily routines. Okay, so you'll have opportunities to work, and you can heal home and family by generating the finances that you need through work. Okay, this could be a chance to work on health as well, or even be of service to others. If you've been looking for resources in health or help with paying physicians' bills, communication comes in as to this assistance. Okay, so take time to express your needs. Favorable communication while Mercury is in Aries. That pertains to home and family, or even the skills within a home-based business. It creeps into your sectors of secret, sacrifice, solitude, and closure, as well as shared finances, your passions, endings, new beginnings, sacrifices you've made pay off in shared finances. Communication is ushered in as far as closure. You'll gain closure in a matter during this time. And that's about 28 days from the 3rd. Okay, endings are happening and new beginnings are surfacing while Mercury is in Aries for you, Capricorn. Okay. Now, Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. On March 28th, the full moon is in Libra at 8 degrees. Be fair and just in dealings, and try not to mask or temper sadness with involving yourself in risky romantic affairs. Compassion is needed, yet you're warned against putting your faith in those untrustworthy during this 2-week moon cycle. It's likely you'll be let down, okay? There could be some unions ending during this 2-week moon cycle, but what is your intuition telling you? Because this is your sector of long-distance travel from afar. Education, skills, the way you think, the things you preach. First, let's look at what could be illuminated or come to a culmination during this 2-week moon cycle as it pertains to those areas, of course. By the way, you trying this area, so the obstacles in your path shouldn't be too tough for you, okay? It looks like your areas of secret sacrifice, solitude, and closure, as well as work, health, daily habits, and where you are of service to others, could be causing you a little stress, okay? Is it gossip going on at work that's bothering you? You know, meditation is a great way to shake off negative vibes if that's the case, okay? Things could be illuminated in your health that need dealing with. Closure may not be available at this time, or it may be that that is just a feat for you to attain that closure, you know. Take it one day at a time, Aquarius. Okay, you just focus on what really, really matters to you. Now, that means take time, some solace if you need, okay? Blow off some steam. Romantic creativity, creativity and children is an area where you'll see favorite this go round, okay? During this 2-week energy moon cycle. Pulling in the people from afar is very likely for you now. Use your words and showcase your skills, because those are definitely tools that are working for you during this moon cycle, okay? Garnering you romance, garnering you creative projects, you know, helping you with your children. Opportunities this moon, well, that's the favor, but the opportunities and assistance this moon cycle will show up in the areas of friends and high hopes, as well as relationships. So because of you and your skills and the way you think and the things you preach, friends are bringing opportunities your way that cater to your highest aspirations, that cater to your goals, that cater to something you want. Okay? I mean, it could be something as easy as somebody knows that you like to go play bingo. You're real good at playing bingo, so they invite you out to go play bingo. You know, that could be a possibility. Now, on the 3rd, April the 3rd, on Saturday, Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, it'll enter Aries at 0 degree. Although this speaks as to one being able to use skills and communication, even one's social position, to gain success, you must be discerning of being swindled out of your money or your love, okay? If you're involved in a current lawsuit or a legal matter, communication could come in now. Also, gambling is not favored, so be mindful when putting your assets on the line. Not too much on bingo. This is your area of communication, siblings, your networks of people, short distance travel. Actually, this is on the, short distance travel, okay? Your skills are indicated here as well. So past disagreements can be healed during Aries, Mars and Aries, Mercury and Aries. But first, let's see where it might be needed. I mean, the healing might even be needed. Secret, sacrifice, solitude, closure is aspecting, and it could use some care, as well as work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So gossip is definitely swirling at work, and you could be adding to it. So let's just let things die. You might not want to stop telling people your business too, okay? And unless something is geared toward the positive, you know, because there's a square here, because unless things are geared toward the positive, you want to not be gossiping. But it's not geared toward the positive here because it's a square, okay? Okay. You could get communication that you have to make some sacrifices for health or for the health of another, okay? This could involve you adjusting your daily routines for wellness sake. Favorable communication within your networks of people, or maybe even with a sibling, will show up in the areas of friends and high hopes. Your relationships with your friend circle show up for you this go round. Talking it out with someone creates balance, okay? Talking it out with someone in a situation will create balance for you. Opportunities and assistance communicated your way while Mercury is in Aries. I believe that's what I'm doing. Yeah, Mercury is in Aries. It's about siblings. It's about short distance travel. It's about your networks of people coming through. As far as romance, creativity, and children, okay? So you could even be taking short trips with a lover. You could be involved in a creative endeavor with your children or with a sibling, even with a loved one. You might even take a short trip with someone to do something, you know, creatively that you like to do with somebody you feel is your sister or brother, okay? Healing required here could really need some work though, especially because of the presence of Mars and the planet, the planet of energy and challenges. You're up for the challenge though, okay? But communication can be healed in love, a relationship with a sibling, or even a friendship with someone you work with creatively, okay? That opportunity is there for you. Now, Pisces, 34, 33. Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. On March 28th, the full moon is in Libra at 8 degrees. Be fair and just in your dealings and try not to mask or temper sadness with involving yourself in risky romantic affairs. Compassion is needed, yet you're warned against putting your faith in those untrustworthy during this 2-week moon cycle. It's likely you'll be let down, okay? There could be some unions ending during this 2-week moon cycle, but what is your intuition telling you? This is your area of shared finances, your passions, endings, and new beginnings. During this full moon cycle, there are usually things eliminated or come to a culmination. But first, let's look at where some of these endings might be. Shared finances could take a hit, or your passions could be rained on. The areas of friends and high hopes, as well as romance, creativity, and children, look like the areas that are aspected for those challenges that I spoke about. Now, the latter, you trying. So you should be able to smooth things over there in that area of romance, creativity, and children. Just stop spending on unnecessary things. I know you're trying to indulge yourself and the children and your lover, but if you spend too much, then there will be nothing to sustain you later. I gave you the crazy look. Okay. As far as the favor you'll experience during this 2-week moon cycle as it pertains to shared finances, seeing things you are passionate about, working out, endings, and even new beginnings, you can find that in a couple of sectors. Okay, let me read that again. Okay. As far as the favor you'll experience that during this 2-week energy moon cycle as it pertains to shared finances, seeing things you're passionate about, working out, endings, and new beginnings, you can find it in a couple of sectors. 1 being secret, sacrifice, and solitude. 2 being home and family. They're both aspected with favor. Hush-hush projects can pay dividends now. Sacrifices made on the part of you or another could pay off. This could even apply to a home-based business. Opportunities to grow your shared finances, work on something you're passionate about, and have needed endings or new beginnings will surface in the area of career, as well as romance, creativity, and children. So creative projects through career, ones you're passionate about, are presented to you. Some projects are ending to make way for the new. This will grow your shared finances, Pisces. You could be making money as well, and this will help your household. Now, on April the 3rd, Mercury is going to go over into Aries. We'll be there for quite some time, okay? Although this speaks as to one being able to use skills and communication, even one's social position to gain success, you must be discerning of being swindled out of money or love. If you are involved in a current lawsuit or legal matter, communication can come in now. Also, gambling is not favored, so be mindful of that when putting your assets on the line, okay? Now, we are first going to look at what's causing the ailment in our finances. Friends, high hopes, as well as home and family, or even a home-based business could cost you a little more than you want this go-around. You may not have the finances to accomplish a goal that you aspired to with a friend. Communication as to resources a friend was supposed to lend can be delayed. Friends could also be exhausting your resources. You may also have to pay out money to a child, for a child, or even for a lover. Money made within creative projects can be delayed, okay? Now, during this 2-week energy, Aries season, Mercury in Aries. Now, let's look at the opportunities and assistance communicated your way as it pertains to personal finances, resources. They will be through your sectors of home and family, as well as secret, sacrifice, solitude, and closure. Okay, those are areas of assistance, opening up the lines of communication and talking about what's been bothering you or another close to you. They may just reveal a secret to you as well. What's really been bothering them, why they've really been tripping out. Okay, this can help you to gain closure. You can gain finances and resources within a home-based business also through projects that are behind the scenes. Favorable communication as to personal finances, resources comes in through your sectors of career, as well as work, health, and daily routine. So you're making money and new contacts at work. You may get good news as to payments and or resources in health, help with a doctor's bill, the daily routines, or not even have to pay one. They could, wipe it out. The daily routines you know what? Because I did say something about legal services, and this still would be in that time within those 2 weeks, like the first 2 weeks after Mercury is in Aries. So if you've been like going to court for a doctor's bill or something like that, or fighting something like that, trying to get something off your credit or something, communication could come in now where it'll lift that, it could lift that off. You have favor in that area. Okay, anyway, daily routines you've changed or reordered work better for your health, and communication comes in to assure you of that. You might find some money or have luck in money while carrying out one of your daily routines, like, going to play our lottery, just betting a little bit, not a lot, because you don't want to put too much of your money on the line, especially during that first 2 weeks, because that full moon is aspecting with the bad. So wait until the latter 2 weeks. Wait until like the middle of you can probably see this like in the middle of Aries season. Okay, Lord have mercy. Maybe around the 14th or 15th or something. That's when you might, that week you can play the lottery or find some money on the ground or something like that, or get communication. Or some money on the ground at work or whatever, or going to work. Anyway. Maybe a solid tip is communicated to you as well through work, okay? And that gains you money, okay? And by that, I mean advice, by the way. Let's see, what else it's so many different possibilities, so I'll try to get as many as I can so that I'm kind of giving you a good idea of what you could see. But anyway, thank you for tuning into this short weekly update. Much love and abundant blessings to you, kings and queens. Let's navigate the week with confidence and compassion. Bye now.